Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the Tortured Poets Department. So I thought it'd be fun to check on Taylor, to check on Joe, to kind of see where we're at a year later. I cannot believe it's been a year. That's so crazy. So I wanted to check in on her, see how she's doing, see how Joe's doing, all of that. If you guys don't know, I'm offering free personal readings. All you have to do is email floatinghandsot@gmail.com with a prompt, a picture of yourself, and your birthday. This helps me learn tarot in an ethical way and tap into my intuition. And the people that I've read have said that it's really helped them. So if I have read for you, I do have a Google business now set up where you can leave a review if you liked it. And it would mean a lot. So we're going to jump in. This is, of course, for alleged entertainment purposes only. No facts here, ever. I'm kind of getting, I should have said no in my mind's eye already, which is Taylor's songs. I should have said no. You should have said no. You should have gone home. You should have thought twice. All right, let's see. I'm just going to, how is Taylor doing a year later now that she's reflecting on the Tortured Poets Department in general? Let's see. Sorry. All right. How's she doing? The Nine of Pentacles in reversed. The Ten of Pentacles in reversed. The Lover's card in the upright. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles, that's about abundance. Nines are about nearing completions of cycles. It's in the reversal. Yeah, that's kind of that's like materialism and lack of appreciation. Overworking, not taking time to enjoy life. I think she's in a period of reflection. Yeah, I have her song, The Archer, I See Right Through Me. And then it's followed with the Ten of Pentacles, which again, tons are about completing cycles. That's in the reversal as well. That's about feeling controlled, fear of moving on. I'm picturing somebody putting a Band-Aid on a wound, but it's so deep that a Band-Aid, it would just bleed right through it. So I think that's what this album was impartial for her. I think she's really in a period of reflection, and I think she's like, damn, all this time has passed and the Eras Tour is over and I feel kind of stuck still. I did pull the Lover's card, which is like, harmony, balance of masculine and feminine. I think she's really reflecting on all her relationships. I think that's Joe. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, I got a dream, I had everything I wanted. Look at all this money and all this pentacles, nines, tens, but then the reversal, it didn't do what it was supposed to do if we're talking about the album. The Three of Pentacles, the work card. The Eras Tour did not fix, I can do it, the broken heart. Didn't fix it for her. The King of Wands, that's her. The Moon, she's refusing to, is she still refusing to acknowledge her pain? Because the Three of Pentacles, like, that's the Eras Tour and it's in the reversal. And even though it broke all those records and, did everything that it could possibly do, like, she hit her peak in her life in terms of, like, the Eras Tour. But it's in the reversal. And I think she was just grasping for straws with the Tortured Poets Department. Great album, by the way. No TTPD, or no, Tortured Poets, yeah, TTPD slander in my comments. Great album, a lot. Could have spaced it out, but I think it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Yeah, I think she thought she could just, like, I'm picturing, like, somebody, like, sticking their dick on the table. I think she thought that she was, like, asserting this dominance, be like, I'm fine, I have all this power, I have all this fire and energy. But with it followed with the Moon card, it's like, I'm refusing to acknowledge my feelings. And I think she's in a period of reflection. I do think that, but I don't know if she's in a state of acknowledging her feelings. The Five of Swords. The Page of Wands. The Five of Cups. At least fives. So the Five of Swords, that's about laying the past to rest. So I don't think that, I think she's in a period of reflection. I'm not sure if she's feeling her feelings. Like, there's a difference between being like, yeah, I'm in pain, but then to actually feel it, I don't think she's feeling it. I think she might be working towards it, because that's about releasing, letting go of grudges. Oh yeah, I'm hearing her song. Past me, I want to tell you not to get lost in these petty things. I think she's letting go of, trying to let go of what she thought. I just don't think she thought it through. Yeah, because that's about impulsiveness. It's like, I really pulled the trigger on this album, and now that it's been like a year, I think she's kind of moving towards, yeah, that's about silver linings and moving on. So I think she's doing a lot of reflection. I think she's like recognizing the fact that I wasn't moving on. Money. I'm reflecting back on past lovers. It didn't do what I wanted it to do in terms of, like, yeah, people loved it and sold out and whatever, but you know, I was trying to assert like power and authority over people, but at the end of the day, it's like I refuse to acknowledge the truth. I still think she's kind of blocked off emotionally, and I think that's a much bigger thing than the Torture Poets department in her relationship. Like, I think this girl needs to be, she's surrounded, the people she's surrounded by with, and the people that she's supposed to love and trust. If you listen to my other readings, like her dad, for alleged and entertainment purposes only, is very controlling. And so it's like, I think she wants to move on. She wants to let go of grudges. You know, she doesn't want to be impulsive anymore. She wants to move on and silver linings, but I think it's hard because she has people around her. Yeah, I'm hearing Britney Spears song, I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Let me pull from the back deck. Four of Cups in reversed. Ace of Wands. There's her fucking dad. He's a Pisces. There's her dad. Oh, poor Taylor. I'm so sorry. We all want you to get better. Yeah. That's like the Four of Cups is like apathy and stagnation. She feels stuck, but it's in the reversal, which it's similar to what it's in the upright, but that's about being dissatisfied with your current situation. The Ace of Swords is in the reversal, which is, I can't communicate what I want to communicate. I'm feeling defeated. And then there's her dad. He's a Pisces. He's the King of Cups. Clear as day, I see this. And notice how, like, this is an old-timey king. So it kind of reminds me back in the day when women were worth a dowry, or, you know, you had to pay like 10 pigs or 10 cows for someone. This is what this reminds me of. And I think, yeah, cash cow just popped in my mind's eye. This is how her dad sees her for alleged entertainment purposes only. So I think that she's doing a lot of reflecting, and she recognizes that the Torture Poets department didn't do what she thought it would do. Well, with that Page of Wands, it's like, I thought this would make me feel better. I thought the tour would make me feel better. I thought pumping out content would make me feel better, but it hasn't. And I think, like, you know, when you reach certain milestones, like a year that the album has been released, she's doing a lot of reflection. So, and I also recognize that Joe Alwyn could be the King of Cups. That could have also been him, but I don't think that was him in the back deck. I think that was her dad, because I had just been talking about him. I do think she's thinking about Joe, though, for sure. All right, so I want to check in on Joe, see how he's doing. This is, of course, for alleged and entertainment purposes only. Just see where he's at, how he's feeling. I mean, I'm sure while he tries his best. You know what I'm picturing in my mind's eye is the movie Bird Box, where all the people who are crazy, who like don't, you know, with Sandra Bullock, where the people, I guess, unalive themselves, but the ones that are still alive or kind of have like psychological issues, to where when they look at the demon or whatever, like I'll just say the crazy people, and they try to force everyone who's in hiding to try to see the light, right? That's what I kind of have in my mind's eye with Joe. It's like, no matter how much he tries to get away with it, he's always going to have Taylor Swift in his face. And so I'm sure that's a struggle. I don't think it's preventing him from healing. I just think it's annoying. And so I'm sure I think he's probably reflecting as well. And, oh, you know what I have in my mind's eye? Popped into my head. Chaperone. I hate to say it, but I told you so. I think he's kind of like, I fucking told you this years ago, and you never listen. So, all right. Yeah, because then I have, in my mind's eye, I have from The Good Place, where at the end of the series they're trying to do reincarnation, and it's like you keep learning the same lesson over and over again, and your memory gets wiped out. And there's this one douchebag who slowly but surely is trying to learn the lesson, but he keeps having to do it because I guess his soul is just so stubborn. So, all right, how is Joe doing with the 1-year release of the Tortured Poets Department? How you feeling, London? The Hermit in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yep. So yeah, the Hermit card, that's about loneliness and isolation. Yeah, I think he's really gone inward and I think he's feeling his pain. Like, I think the opposite of Taylor, I think he's actually felt his pain. You've been in isolation for a really long time. And how ironically, I'm hearing Taylor Swift's Best Believe I'm Still Bejeweled. I think he's coming out of that. Yeah, the 10 of Wands in reverse, that's about like exhaustion and burnout. Is he still? Yeah, I think, don't get me wrong, I think Joe Alwyn's a Pisces and he does tap into his emotions, but that's about feeling depleted. I think if I'm asking how he's feeling on the 1-year mark, I definitely think, like, he definitely went in and felt his feelings, and like he's a what's it called, an introvert anyway. But I think that, I wonder if this is affecting his dating life, because that just kind of popped into my head. Yeah, I think he definitely struggled with it. I mean, he's human, and I think it still hurts him, if I'm being honest. I mean, you don't date somebody for that long and think they're going to be the love of your life. And I think he's doing what Taylor's not, though, and feeling his feelings. But if you were talking about reflection, Death card, yeah. I think it's, is he still, damn. Is he pissed still? The Death card, that's about transformation and release. Damn. Is he still hanging on to her? I don't think they'll get back together. Don't get me wrong. But I think he's scared. Yeah. I think it kind of fucked him up with Taylor. I mean, seeing her face everywhere. It's like, can you imagine if somebody really broke your heart and you had to see their face everywhere and see, people do hate on her, but people also praise her as well. Because that's about, I wonder if this is an ode to his dating life. I wonder if like he just has not been able to date and move on, which, to be fair, they've broken up for 2 years. I mean, that's not all. I mean, that's enough time to like feel your feelings and feel your shit. But some people, especially who are people like Joe Alwyn, who are highly intuitive. Yeah, because that's about fighting against controlling behaviors, judgment. I mean, think about it. Like, I wonder if that's a thing where it's like, maybe he's run into problems with women who don't want to date him because they're afraid of Taylor Swift or kind of the Swiftie community. Yeah, because that's about, like kind of the Hangman in reverse. It's being hung up on something. It's also connected to the Empress, which is about receiving love, very feminine energy. I wonder if he's running into problems with his dating life. The 7 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands. Yeah. Damn. You have the 7 of Pentacles, which is kind of, that's about planning, contemplation. Yeah, like, I think he's wanting to get back out there, but that's about, like, waiting for things to grow. I'm hearing, like, waiting for the dust to settle, because there will be a time, well, don't get me wrong, so the Swiftie community will always be big, but there will be a time, and I think that time, yeah, I'm hearing this Ariana Grande song, the light is coming to get back everything the darkness took, or stole. I think this is waiting for his time, for, like, the dust to kind of settle, because I wouldn't be shocked if he ran into some problems with, like, women he's liked and trying to form meaningful connections and kind of being spooked. Yeah, I'm picturing like a horse being spooked off because of the baggage that comes with Taylor Swift. It's like the type of woman that Joe Alwyn is probably going for is probably going to be somebody who is similar to him in the way of they just want like a quiet life. They want their privacy. They work to make money and stuff and to practice their passion, but it's not going to be somebody who wants to compete with Taylor Swift. Because I'm just picturing someone be like, I'm good, or putting distance between somebody. Don't get me wrong, Joe Alwyn is hot as hell, but I can picture the quality of woman that he wants. I can picture that being a problem, because this is like the victory card. Yeah, it's like two couples, they just got married, but it's in the reversal. Yeah, being resistant to enjoying the fruits of your labor. And then you have the 7 of Cups, but it's in the reversal. That's about things being too good to be true, or not going all in going in. Yeah, this reminds me of like long-term abundance, not going all in on something. And like the 7 of Cups in the upright is like all the dreams, all the like look at all these cups, and it's like he has all these choices, but it's in the reversal. That's so interesting. I think dating Taylor Swift, the whole Taylor Swift situation, I think that has immensely kind of affected him being able to find a high quality woman. Because think about it, like if you're somebody who is the opposite of Taylor Swift for alleged and intimate purposes only, you're not going to want to be in the spotlight. You're not going to want to, I mean, look what happened to like Kylie Kelsey, for example. Like it worked out for like the Kelseys because she's still dating Travis, but also like the Kelseys are loved by Philadelphia. And so I'm thinking of Kylie Kelsey, which you can go Google her, but basically she's like a chill girl. She just like loves her husband and her babies. Like she's from Philly. Like she's authentic, right? And not that Joe would date her specifically, but somebody like that, somebody who's authentic to him. And I foresee it being an issue where like the way, I don't know. I just get the feeling that he's run into that issue. So that's all Joe's doing. I guess we can pull a couple more cards on, we did her, we did Joe. Let's see. You know what, let's see if let's just do an update on her and Travis, see how they're doing. I've done so many readings on them, but right now in the current energy with the 1-year release of the Tortured Poets Department, how is she feeling with her relationship with Travis during this reflection? So, of course, this is for alleged and entertainment purposes only. How's she feeling about their relationship, especially since he's not retiring now? He's got at least another season. So let's see. How's she feeling about her relationship with Travis after the 1-year release of the Tortured Poets Department? 6 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, she's done. Because the 6 of Wands is about, that's about victory and recognition. I think that's, like, they're a power couple, right? But it's connected to the Wheel of Fortune, which is about 10s, completing cycles. It's in the reversal. That's about delays and setbacks. She definitely feels stuck. Because she's the Queen of Wands. So that's her in the reverse, which is like she's tapped out from her creativity. Oh, that's so interesting. That's so interesting. I wonder if being with him, because like think about it. The songs that are about him from the Tortured Poets Department are The Alchemy is not bad, but I think that's about them, right? Some people say it's about Maddie Healy, but so High School. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we need silly, laughy, goofy songs. But so High School on the Tortured Poets Department, where it's supposed to be like groundbreaking poetry, which it is. Don't get it twisted. But I think it's fucking up with her her creativity, her creative juices. Yeah, I have like writer's block. Yeah, the 8 of Wands reverse. I have writer's block in my mind's eye. Because their relationship was never really authentic. And so with Joe, she had real feelings for him. With Joe, she had real feelings for him. And so the songs that are about him are heartbreaking. So Long London, Jesus, I love of loss of my life. or even the ones about, even with Maddie Healy, she really liked him. She doesn't like, for alleged and entertainment purposes only, she never really liked Travis. She never invested. But because that's who she's been with, and they've been together, what, almost 2 years, and, you know, the dust has settled from from the Eras Tour and the Tortured Poets Department. The Eight of Wands is about movement. That's about slowing down. And then you have the Nine of Swords, which nines are about nearing completion. That's in the reversal. That's about hopelessness and despair. Oh, God. I hope she's, you know what I have in my mind's eye, I'm feeling in my chest, is like, if you've listened to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, where she goes, he said he loved me all. His, like, when you, like, it's almost like she's, like, hyperventilating. She goes, like, he said, you know what I mean? So, and because then it's paired with the Ten of Cups, which is about, like, happiness and the reversal. That's about disharmony. Again, cycle's not completing. I think she has writer's block. On top of all the other shit, if we're focusing on her and Travis, like, that's them. They're the power couple. But it's in the reverse now, the Wheel of Fortune. This doesn't bring me... It doesn't even, like... You lost the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, the Swifties stan it, but it's kind of run its course. But we're not letting it complete. It's blocking me off creatively. I've got writer's block. I want to put a knife in this, but I can't because it's I don't want to look stupid. And I'm not happy. All right, the Sun card. Is that her fucking father again? Oh, yeah, that's definitely her father. Oh, my God, she can't break up with him because of her dad for alleged and entertainment purposes only. I mean, you have the Sun card, which is about clarity and optimism. Again, that's connected to the Wheel of Fortune. It's also connected to the Magician, which is, like, creativity. Yeah. But when it's paired with... you know, this kind of reminds me of... I'm just looking at the cards. I'm just looking at the imagery. Like, this is like a little kid, and he's on this white horse, or maybe it's a girl. I'll just say it's a girl because we're reading for Taylor. And it's almost like she kind of has to be her own... Like, she's the sun. She has to be her own knight in shining armor. And then it's like you have her dad right there, the King of Cups. And then you have the Emperor in the reversal, which is I'm defenseless against this. I can't do anything about it. I can't stand up for myself. I can't speak my truth. I'm stuck. This is really sad, you guys. I'm going to pull from the back deck. The Magician in reverse. Her creativity is blocked, you guys. And it's because she doesn't know. It's not just Travis, but if we're talking like Travis, like we did ask about their relationship specifically, like she's blocked and she's disconnected. She's being lied to. She's being manipulated. Ugh. Illusions. Eight of Cups. Damn, she wants to walk away, but she can't. Yeah, I'm having Kelly Clarkson's song, Walk Away. I think she's dreaming. She's thinking about all the things that like she wants to do, but she's so blocked off. She wants to walk away, but she can't. That's about walking away and moving on. Y'all need to pray for Taylor. That's all I have to say. You know, she's not in a good place with her dad, with relationships, it's just, yeah. I guess I went from the perspective of Joe. I got time today. How about I'll end this with, because didn't I ask about the perspective from Joe? Yeah. I'll just see is she thinking about Joe? I think she is. Let's see. For alleged and entertainment purposes only, if you want a free reading, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com. If I've read for you before, please leave a Google review if you can. That would really help me. Share it with your friends and your family. All right. So, what's she thinking about Joe? From her perspective. Specifically. All right, for alleged and entertainment purposes only. I need to get one that's like straighter. This cloth is bothering me. I'm trying to be fancy, but all right. I knew you were right and I didn't listen to you. I know you're right now and I didn't listen to you. The High Priestess, Temperance, that's her. It's connected to the Hierophant, which is marriage. The Magician in reversed. But I was being manipulated, I manipulated it myself. Dang. This is about intuition, you know? And I think she's like, damn, like, I know I screwed up now and there's nothing I can do about it. The Temperance card, that's her. She's a Sag. That's about balance and harmony. Like, they were each other's yin to the yang. She knows that. And then you have the Magician, which, again, I've already pulled. That's about being blocked out. That's about manipulation. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing the song, I am my own worst enemy. Again, the Temperance card is connected to the Hierophant, which is marriage and tradition. They were in game, and she messed it up. The Nine of Swords in the upright now. Anxiety. Notice how, like, she's surrounded by all these swords. It almost looks like she's done it to herself. Judgment. I'm hearing Katy Perry's song. I'm wide awake. She knows. Like, she gets it now. The Six of Pentacles. You were somebody that, you know, poured into me and I poured into you and I kind of messed it up. Yeah, that Judgment card rings really fucking true. That's about awakening acceptance. I think she's headed towards a place of acceptance with the Joe thing. I'm picturing somebody writing like a Dear John letter or just a letter of closure to be like, yeah, what's that quote? It's like, even though we're not together anymore, I have the Titanic in my mind's eye where it's like Rose lives to be 100 and she's talking about Jack and she goes, he saved me in every way a person can be saved. Oh God, that's gonna make me cry. I think she knows, but also I think she also knows it's not fair of her to even, well, not even just fair, but you really, going back to the theme of this video, she released the Torture Poets Department. There is no going back. I mean, she lit that bridge on fire, which was already hanging on by a tread. Yeah, that was them. I think she now knows what she'd want out of life, out of a partner. Like, I can see her like taking like bits and pieces of him. Like, I don't think Joe specifically was right for her in every way, which is why they ended up not working out. Yeah, that's him, the King of Cups. And look how this guy is really old and really wise. Yeah, keep on having Jabal Rowan's song. I hate to say it, but I told you so. The Moon, that's him too. Pisces, Ace of Wands. I always love pulling the Ace of Wands on a couple's reading because it's, you know, yeah. Yeah, that's about inspiration and creativity. Not only is that kind of like the Dick card, but it's also like, I wrote really good music when I was with you, and I kind of want that back. So, let's pull from the back deck one more time. Ten of Swords. She knows it's done. Ten of Cups in reversed. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's about new beginnings. She knows she has to move on even though it's super painful. Like, I think she's acknowledging for the first time that, like, the dust has settled from the Eras Tour. Yeah, that's about confusion. Like, where do I go from here? Yeah, what's that movie where A Night at the Museum 2 that went that saying went viral where Ben's like, what's his name? The guy who's the museum guy is like, I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. And Robin Williams, who's playing Teddy Roosevelt's like, how exciting or how wonderful. So I don't think she's acknowledging. I think she's starting to understand her feelings and reflect. I don't know if she's in the feeling her feelings because, to be honest with you, once she does, I've got Pink in my mind's eye where she's like, I want to start a fight. Like, I think she's going to go the fuck off. So, peace and love to you, Taylor. This is all for alleged entertainment purposes only. Happy 1 year to the Tortured Poets Department. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you at the next one. Send any requests below down or on the community page. I don't just do Taylor Swift. I like to do pop culture. I kind of want to get into more horoscopes, pick a cards, crime, just a little bit because I get kind of spooky. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching if you made it to the end, and I'll catch you the next one.